Hey, it's Kevin DeWitch here. Welcome to another tip, trick, or technique session. In this session, we're going to talk about lo-fi drums. So firstly, if you are new to my channel and new to my videos and you like what you see, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. So lo-fi drums, it's probably something you've heard in lots of places. Again, especially like some other techniques I've done on this channel, EDM, dance, all that sort of stuff. Very common in modern day music here. And this technique here can be applied to any sort of drums. It can be real drums, it can be electronic style drums, whatever it is, you know, and it's not limited to drums. I'm just showing you drums in this instance here. Now, obviously the technique itself, lo-fi, you're basically taking, you know, the main concept is you're taking the top end off the drums, you may be adding some distortion, a bit of vintage style sound, something like that, right? There's all different ways to create it, right? There's not a set specific way to do lo-fi drums, right? There's lots of ways to do it and lots of different sounds for lo-fi drums. The main point is that what you're doing is you're adding a different sound to your mix, and you might be doing it in certain parts of your mix. It might be on certain instruments, like you might have real drums go through the entire mix and then you just add some electronic drums that are lo-fi to a certain part, like a bridge or just a breakdown or something like that. And, you know, we're sort of looking for something here to add interest to the song, keep the listener entertained, you know, create build-ups, add impact, whatever we're doing. You know, we might be taking the mix down before we build it back up again and adding some lo-fi sound to your drums, maybe what you're looking for. So let's just get into it and I'll show you how I do it in my mixes. Okay, so we've got a song here and this is what it sounds like without the vocal track in it. Pretty standard there. All right, pretty straight. We've got two drum tracks here. Just for simplicity, I'm going to mute one of them. And we're going to just work with the one drum track. So we've got this sound. Just turn it up a bit to compensate for me getting rid of that other drum track. So that's pretty stock standard there. But what we want to do is we're going to pick a portion. And obviously you need to find the right spot for this, and I'm just going to randomly pick a spot here. And we can do it two ways. So we can automate some plugins or some things to happen, but I think what's probably the easiest way to do this will be to duplicate the track. It's just a lot easier than trying to turn on and off too many things with automation. That's my personal opinion. Now that I've duplicated it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut at the same position. So I'm going to cut at bar 8 here on both tracks. And on the second track, we're going to remove that first part. And let's say we do our lo-fi here for, we'll go up to here, 4 or so beats. So what we want to do in that case is then delete that portion on there and delete the end on here. So you'll see obviously here we now have drum track, drum track, drum track. So theory is that we're going to lo-fi this one here. So this is all our nice clean drums and this is going to be our lo-fi. So we take our cursor back here and just to prove the point here, I'm just going to play this as it is, and you'll hear that it will just sound exactly like the same, just as if the drums never stopped. Alright, so you wouldn't even know that's two different tracks. What I'm going to do first off is, let's start with something very simple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a high cut or a low pass filter. going to set that very steep, and we're going to bring it down, and we're going to come down quite low. I'm going to play with the placement here. So you can hear there, suddenly we've got obviously a lo-fi in a point. It's lost a lot of weight to it. Now I just want to cut out some of this just to give you an idea. I'm going to cut the guitars out so you can hear it a bit better. Okay, the automation is killing it here, so hang on. Let's just have some acoustic guitar in, just so that we've got the feel of the song. So at the moment, with this setting like this, we have this. Now, if we wanted to also do a low cut or a high pass, then we'd start to get that telephone effect. So if we just solo our drums. So we could do that, or we might not want to there. So in this case here, we've obviously dulled it down. So what else can we do? Now we can obviously add some sort of distortion. So let's just find something here. This is an inbuilt one here. So we can use distortion like this to create sort of that lo-fi effect. So the beauty of this one here is that we've got a tone control as well, so that without even having to use that filter, I've darkened it down within the plugin. Now, obviously, if you had a distortion plugin that didn't have that, then you can combine it with the high pass, so the low pass filter as well. Go as low as you like. And obviously go as distorted or not as you so choose. So if we put this sort of in the track. Now again, keep in mind, I'm just giving you examples here. This is not really a song that I would probably do this on, and I haven't really worked out the exact placement of this. You know, I would time this better, pick more appropriate spots, and a more appropriate song. But, you know, we're giving you some ideas here. So let's turn those off again, and let's change our distortion to something else. So there's plenty of plugins you can get here. We've got something called Camel Crusher. So we can use some settings like that. Not that one. Okay, let's look at a plugin called Bit Crusher. So coincidentally, they've got a preset in this one called Lo-Fi. So we've got some mode settings, we've got sample divisions and depth, etc. So you can hear what that's doing from the Bit Crusher there. The lower the amount of bits, the worse it gets. So this really is sort of a lo-fi bit crusher type effect there. So let's just load the default setting for that one again. Maybe. So if we hear what that sounds like in the song. So that sounds pretty good. So I would definitely go with that one. That sounds nice. And what else do we have? Mbit Fun. Okay, so if you get yourself a copy of the Melder Productions free plugin suite, this comes with it. And there is plenty of presets in here. I have no idea what they mean. So some very wild settings in this plugin here. As I said, it's free, so, you know, can't go wrong with that. So I think our best choice here is this Bit Crusher. Plenty of DAWs have a Bit Crusher of some sort. So I think you'll find one there. Pro Tools has got something called Lo-Fi, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about the others, but I'm sure there's something in there, or at least some sort of distortion. And you'll pretty much find something for free out there, so check it out. This one sounds pretty good, and you know, obviously you can do lots of other stuff. So you know, you could add a reverb after that to add something else to it. So let's go with, say, this one here, Little Plate by Sound Toys. So you might want to do that. So we come in here and I'll play it again. So the possibilities are pretty much endless. So there you go. That is LoFi Drums. Let me know what you think of what I did in the comments. Let me know about my techniques. Do you have other techniques, better techniques? You have some great plugins or anything like that that you use all the time for your sounds for lo-fi style drums? Do you even do lo-fi drums in your mixes, or you know, are you straight down the line rock song guy that stays away from this sort of stuff? Let me know, you know, because you can experiment and even break the boundaries of those sometimes in modern day mixes if you want to, you know. Obviously it's not necessary. It needs to be the right song for these sort of sounds. So definitely let me know if you like it, don't like it, try it out, whatever. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. Love to help wherever I can. Again, if you like the video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. Hopefully the video has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.